Okay, in this lesson we want to do a few things. We'll set a couple of primary key fields. We'll insert a new field that we want to use specifically for primary key purposes. And we'll talk about the caption property. So to get started, let's take a look at what we have here. We have two tables in this database. One is a cruise line listing and another is ships listing. So I'm just going to open the ships table, and I can see there's a list of simply 6 ship names in this column. And these ships can belong to any one of the cruise lines, and for that reason I probably don't want the ship name to be the primary key field, because one cruise line could have a field, or I'm sorry, a ship named Mermaid, and then the next cruise line might have a ship named Mermaid 2 as well, and then I'm going to end up with duplicates in this column. And I want to be able to differentiate between Mermaid from one cruise line and Mermaid for the other cruise line. So this is not a good field to choose as primary key. When that happens, you can insert a field with its specific purpose, nothing more than being the primary key for the table. And that's best done in Design View using what's called the AutoNumber data type. So we'll switch to Design View of this table. And although the field order does not really matter, it is kind of customary to have the primary key as the first field in a table. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a new row up top for my ship ID field that will become my primary key. So I'm just going to right click right here and choose Insert Row. That gives me a new row up top, and I'll call this Ship ID with no space. Tab over, and I want to set it as an AutoNumber data type. An AutoNumber data type is nothing more than an incremental data type, where it'll just automatically increment one record to the next with a new number, and it ensures that there's no unique, or that there's all unique values. Now, to set this as primary key, all I have to do is click on the Ship ID field and then click on the primary key button up here. And you'll see the little key come up to represent that this is the primary key, and you'll also notice that down here under Index it no longer allows duplicates because primary keys have to have unique values. Okay, so we set our primary key. Notice that this field name is Ship ID and the next one is Ship Name, and the words are all run together in what we call camel case notation. Computers and computer programs in general do not like spaces in field names. Human beings, on the other hand, do. So field names themselves we enter with no spaces for the benefit of the program and the computer. For human being benefit, though, we like to see spaces between words, so we use what's called the caption property. So with Ship ID selected, I'll come down here under Caption and I'll type in there Ship space ID, and then I'll do the same thing for Ship Name. Come down here to Caption and choose Ship Name, like that. Now all the caption property does is this. When I switch back out to Datasheet View, I'll save the changes. It puts the column heading with a space in it. So for our benefit, for viewing purposes, we can see the space between the letters. However, it's saved actually in the system tables with no space, and that's the way the programs prefer it. So that's the ship table. Let's look at the cruise line table. And this one already has a field that's set to become primary key, and then here's the name of the cruise line. So I'm just going to switch back over here to Design View, and I'm going to set this field as primary key for this table, and I'll set my captions as well. Once I have all that stuff set, I'll save and close the table. Same process as the other one.